Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back today with the next episode of our Dragon Age Origins walkthrough series. We're right where we left off last time, and we have just killed the dragon. The only thing that's changed is I did go back to a little bit earlier, save, re-kill the dragon, and then not have that conversation we had at the end of the last video where we lost 66 approval with Alistair when we kind of turned him down. So that's the only thing that's changed. We're going to try to avoid doing that again because we don't want to lose his approval bonus skills that he gets to, I think it's Constitution. Is that correct? Let's go check that out. Spells and talents, no. Skills, yes. So Constitution, yeah. So his approval, obviously, everyone's approval gives them some type of plot approval bonuses. His is Constitution, and we lost all of that when we lost all of that reputation with
It shall
him.
be
So
done.
we fixed that. But we're going to head in here to the Gauntlet and track down the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Now, I don't think there's any more traps to be dealt with in here, so we are going to just head up inside.
We must be close. This
Do a
is
bit of
holy
looting.
ground. I can feel it. Very well.
I bid you welcome, Milgram.
Hello, Pilgrim. Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me?
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy. Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not... Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You betrayed Jowan to Irving. He was almost killed, and he lost the one thing that mattered. Lily, Jowan trusted you. Tell me, do you think you failed Jowan?
No. He should have known I would do the right thing.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you, why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Alright, so we are going to grab this book. And before we go forward here, I can't remember. Alright, so what I'm trying to sort out is there's a point in here where you have to face yourself or your entire party if you take them with you, and I'm trying to sort out where that is. I don't think it's this room, but we're going to go ahead and save anyways. Before we go in here, I think in this room you have to answer a bunch of riddles in order to get the doors open. And in so doing, I think we earn a little bit of experience. So let's start back here with Barona.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Alright, there's one down. So yeah, it's just a bunch of riddles you have to answer. You listen carefully enough, they're fairly easy to sort out. At least that's the way I see it.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Alright, so, and you do get more experience for answering the riddles correctly than you do for killing the ash wraiths that actually pop up from you answering the riddles incorrectly. So, just FYI, it's better to answer them than it is to answer them incorrectly and fight the ash wraiths, just from a strict experience standpoint.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Wow. Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
So that was Andraste's husband who betrayed her. Archon Hessarian.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
True kings from tyrants. Mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Alright, that's them. See, I mean, there's nothing too bad about this. I mean, if you know the story of Andraste, that helps out. If you've been reading the Codex entries, obviously you know the motivation of the people in here. But not everybody reads those Codex entries, so.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak? The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
To carry a tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Ah yes, to carry a tune, something I am completely incapable of doing. Lady Vasilia.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
That was an easy one. Alright. Disciple Havard. Or, yes.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The spine of the world, the mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Alright, one more to go. Last but not least, Disciple Cather.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
It's woman. No, it's hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Alright. The last riddle has been answered, and we now may proceed through to the next room. This is where I'm not entirely sure who needs to go with, so we're actually going to save again and tell everyone to hold their position.
Had fun with the riddle game? I didn't think I'd fool you, but am I really a spirit, or is all this in your mind? Are you in the Fade, perhaps? Honestly, I don't know. I am part of the Gauntlet, I am Jowan, I am you. All these statements are true. To speak to you and to offer advice. You have come so far since I saw you last. The last vestiges of your shackled life in the Circle have all but fallen away. You are free of the past, and nothing will hold you back. Be strong, my friend. Do not falter. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
What in the hell did we just get? We have so much shit in our inventory now, it's going to be difficult to sort that out. Let's see. Locket, Chase Insect Me, Drag Skill, Colgrim's Horn. Well, it wasn't any of that shit. Oh, maybe a plot item. Oh, Christ, we have so many of these. I don't even know what he just gave us. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what he just gave us. Not sure it really matters too much. If we need to use it, we'll use it. If not, we won't. Alright, yeah, can we, like, walk out? if we hold everybody there. Nope, everybody's in here.
Come, let us end this.
As you say.
You forced our Quickly, we must fight.
Alright, let's try dropping a fireball in here. On this.
I'll do it.
Right then.
Okay, that's not going well. Oh, I'm almost dead. Look at that. That magic word would go away.
We must strike.
Great.
Quickly.
Great, great, great.
Let us end this.
I'll do it.
Let's make this quick.
Maker preserve us.
Alright, Win, we need a little revival action here.
Oh, I don't wait.
And then we really need to take you out. So, what happens if we...
Immediately, doesn't it? Healing. Nice. My magic will make you work.
There we go. Alright.
Oh, I am not used to fighting like this any longer.
So that worked out. Of course, I died again. But, you know, that's why we have a spirit healer with us. A little revival action never hurt anybody. Let's go ahead and go into our inventory and level up. Are we 14 now? Yes, we are, which means we get our next specialization. 2 Constitution, 1 Armor. 5 Attack, 2 Constitution, 2 Spell Power. Yes, 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 but I think we are actually going to take Shapeshifter because we keep dying and a little more Constitution and Spell Power never hurt anybody. Willpower, Magic, we are going to go with... Actually, I think we're going to dump these in Constitution. I'm sorry, but we just keep fucking dying all the time, and I would rather have a little bit more health. So we're going to do that. Next, we don't really care about any of the shape-shifting talents. Let's go with... Group heal would be nice. Just a standard heal we already have. Vulnerability hex. I think Win is going to go down that tree, so I don't think we really need to. Glyph of Paralysis, we'll take that. You can't have too many of those, so having 2 mages with those makes a lot of sense. And the next room is the bridge room.
Uh-oh. I'm terrible at puzzles.
Alright, this one's a pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and save our game here. Just for the sake of saving, ever since getting bit by the crash bug too many times. Yes, hold on, sorry, I have this written down. Let me see, alright. In order to do this, you need to set everyone to hold their position so people don't walk around once you place them. Let's see if this, hopefully this didn't change in a patch.
Ooh, look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Alright, and then let's grab Alistair and move him around here. And then let's grab Liliana.
Hello.
Since she's already on this side, and move her here.
Make it across, one step at a time.
Alright, so what you're trying to do is step on these tiles in order to build this bridge across, and there's a certain order in which you step on them that makes them work. So what you need to do is move your character all the way up to this point here and then pray that you don't step off of the wrong tile, and in so doing drop your character into the pit. That would be bad. So we're going to actually take Wynn off, since you remember Wynn did that first tile, right? And then we're going to move her over here to this side and put her on the fourth one. And then we are going to take Liliana and move her over to this one. And now that that section is available, we'll walk to that one. And now we are going to take Alistair and move him all the way over here next to Wynn. And then we are going to take Wynn.
There is much to do.
And move her all the way over to this one. Then once you get all of those done, you can actually cross the other side, and the bridge will complete, and you can have the rest of your party join you.
Accomplished? Mirrors? Magic?
Alright, so the next thing you need to do is you're going to come up in here, and you pretty much need to get rid of all of your gear that you're wearing, because you're going to have to walk through this fire, and when you do that, you don't want to have your gear on. It's something about a test of faith. This I remember.
By the Maker. It's the urn of sacred ashes.
As you say.
The altar's a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life, cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit, king and salve, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. And I don't think we need everyone to walk with us, so we shall walk through.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy. Approach the sacred ashes.
Alright. Now we have our equipment back.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Alright, take a pinch of the ashes is what we're going to do, but remember, as I said before, the NPC that we killed off, who was the leader of the cult, he is the only one that can give you the ability to become a Reaver in the game, and if you choose that option, you obviously will defile the ashes, and you absolutely do not want the party composition that I have now, because at least Liliana and Wynn both may try to kill you for doing it, so just FYI. Alright, so now we have the Urn of Sacred Ashes. We have an unfortunate adventurer.
It is begun.
Who chose not to remove his gear before getting up there and or walking through the fire, that is. Gonna have Liliana come down here and put her magical lock-picking skills to the test.
Right away.
And there is a chest on the other side.
It's done.
Nothing special there. Mountaintop exit. Mountaintop exit. It doesn't seem to matter which side we go out. That seems to be it. So let's... Oh, Christ. I think we have to go... Map. Yeah. Alright. We got some walking to do, boys and girls. We got some walking to do. So we're going to head down here because we did not investigate this previously. And we don't want to miss out on any loot, that's for damn sure. Some ice arrows, those will sell well. The experience for opening the chest is nice, so. Win. Go in here and level her up. Going to increase her willpower. And cleansing oral, while the waves of healing and cleansing emanate from the caster, restoring health, allies few seconds, curing injuries, and allies very close to... Ooh, that's a nice. So we're going to take that for win, and continue on back to the temple. And I am wondering if we have to walk... What is this? Didn't we come in from up there? I know we didn't come in from down here. Let's go back down here. Let's see what's in here. Oh, sweet. Look at that. It put us right back down in the... Oh, that's nice. That's good. I was worried we were going to have to walk all the way back through, which would have sucked majorly. And we've investigated all this, so there's really nothing else to take a look at. We just need to go back and talk with Brother Genetivi, make sure he's not dead.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it? Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean? You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn. But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genetivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Ooh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Blah, blah, blah. If something bad comes of this, it's your fault. Down you go.
Are you insane? You didn't have to do that.
You may have your reasons for wanting to keep the urn a secret, but I sincerely doubt they were worth the life of this good man.
Well, they didn't disapprove too much. It's not like we lost 66 approval with them, so... Alright, so we kill off Brother Genetivi so he doesn't speak of this to anyone. And we're going to go back to Redcliff Castle, because that is the ultimate goal here, is going to Redcliff Castle and curing the Arl. Now that we have the ashes from the urn, and we also have a shit ton of inventory we need to get sorted out. There are now guards outside, that's a good thing.
You return. Might you have news? You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
1,000 gold sovereigns.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliff. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Indeed. We have no way of knowing what Loghain will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing. Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf? Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Thank you, my lord. And goodbye, my friend.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
Oh yeah. Oh, the champion specialization has been unlocked. Sweet. Alright, so that is that. Let's go ahead and pop back in here. And we obviously missed something in the level up process. Glyph of warding. What we really want is the Glyph of repulsion. So we're going to go here. And that will be that. So let's head back to camp if we can do that from here. No, we cannot. So actually we're going to wrap up here since this is a natural stopping point for us before we head out next. Next video we're probably either going to go to the Brazilian forest and deal with the elves or maybe check out Orzammar. Haven't sorted that out yet, but I'm going to head back to camp, sell off all this crap that we picked up, pick up a little more money, and then we'll head out to sort out the rest of the treaties. But until then, we're going to wrap up here, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care.